Hey, welcome. As always, good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Hope everything's going well for you. Glad to hear, glad to hear. I haven't actually gotten into much prep this past week. It was a pretty busy week, so I didn't really get into it. What I'm planning to do is we're going to run at least one more playthrough on Solasta 2 here after we finish this one. I figure we have this week and next week to go on this, and then I'll pick another one so I can highlight the other classes that I haven't worked with here yet. So we'll be more classic based with the wizard and the fighter entering into the mix. But once I get into that, I'm going to start looking at what we're going to be doing afterward, and what I want to do with Sunday Spot. So I'm trying to make some time between work to get some time into other things to see what we can do. Just really didn't have any time this week to be able to look at it. Yeah, that was a big mistake on my part. Like I say, I can't honestly remember the last time that I played a tabletop campaign where the GM enforced that, but that doesn't mean it's not there. I should have been prepared for it, and I just wasn't. So yeah, that was just a big mistake on my part. Yeah, like I say, one thing I wish that they would do is in the merchant screen, if you don't have proficiency in it, or you don't have the ability scores to be able to use it, I wish it would let you know in that screen. But yeah, that's something I've mentioned on the Discord, so we'll kind of see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, in reality, there are a lot of things that are in the rules that that GMs kind of take for granted because they feel it takes away from certain aspects of the game. Spell components being a big one. Arrows and bolts being another big one, not having to keep track of them. And this game does that as well, but for years that was always the thing where you had to keep track of them, and a lot of GMs just said that's stupid. If you have specialty arrows that can do things, then yes, we need to keep track of those, but ordinary arrows and bolts you don't. Not having to keep like powdered silver on you to cast protection from evil and good and that sort of stuff. What it allowed you to do is kind of role play those things where you could say, you know, I wave my hand and a flicker of powdered silver comes out and I cast protection from evil and good. It allows you to keep those role-playing aspects of it, but not have to micromanage your inventory like that. So that doesn't mean they're not in the rules, and I would hope that at some point there are some very much similar to how Unfinished Business mod went for Solasta 1, that at some point we get to something that allows us to homebrew some of these customizations and that sort of stuff. But we'll see. Yeah, and I remember when I was a kid playing, our character sheets were all pencil and paper. So by the time you got through with a campaign, your paper, you had to have recopied it onto a new sheet of paper like 5 times because um, you were constantly erasing stuff. Like if you get hit by ability drain or something, you'd have to um, erase one of your ability scores and lower it. Um, and if you shot an arrow, you'd have to erase it in the number and write a new one in. Nowadays, with things like D&D Beyond and stuff like that, with automated or with computerized character sheets, it makes stuff like that a lot easier to do. I haven't played with anybody who wanted to actually get down into the weeds that far. Normally, you always have a discussion with the people in your group and the GM before a campaign starts about how do you want to do certain things, and the GM has their own ideas that they're going to throw out, and they'll ask, "What are your thoughts?" And you'll kind of go from there. Now, sometimes they're going to budge on some things, and sometimes they just flat won't. But I've never kind of had anybody pop up and go, "Hey, I would prefer to be able to manage my own arrow stock. Can I do that?" And you're like, "Okay." Things like that. So, but yeah, I mean, I'd prefer there to be customization options for all of this stuff that is more like homebrew. But then again, probably not a lot of these developers have ever played in a home game either. Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Episode number 5 of our Solasta 2 Early Access Paladin gameplay series. I'm Commander Draval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, nothing new on admin notes. So, on our recap, last week we started adventuring around the overworld. We went back to the city after meeting Jebfa at her camp, or dropping Jebfa off at her camp, and we picked up a couple of new quests, and we got a couple of new companions to join us. Then, while we were out and about, we passed a check, and we got Twosa the Terrible, a random lost kobold, to join us as well. And we got into a fight before the end of last week's episode. Today, we're going to jump in and we're going to make our way as quickly as possible over to a location to drop Twosa off and complete that little undocumented side quest, and then we're going to head down south. There's a river that cuts across the map here, and we're going to head down south and pick up a couple of things. So let's go ahead and jump back in here. We'll take a look at where we are. Hey, Rudi, welcome. As always, good to see you again. Thank you for being here. So here we are, and I'm going to untrack one of these and track another one. So here we are after we had taken our long rest, and we are now going to head out of here and get back to the overworld. And we'll take a look at the map and we'll kind of see what we're talking about. Okay, so down here. Oh, great. So you're gonna have to forgive me. My mouse has been doing some rather strange things here. I've been trying to diagnose this for a week. I first noticed this last week. And you can see that it appears that my mouse is sometimes registering phantom left clicks and sometimes not registering left clicks at all. I've gone through about 1,000 different things online to try and diagnose what it is, and been down about 1,000 Reddit rabbit holes. So there may be, and still haven't figured out what it is, so there may be some weird things popping up with my mouse like this. It shouldn't be moving the mouse around. What it's simulating right now is that I have a left click held down, and that's why it's moving the map around. But see, now when I let go, this is actually a lot worse than normal. So I apologize. But down here we have a river that cuts this in half. You can see all of these are blue bordered down here. Okay, there's the Siklas Temple, which we're going to end up going to eventually, but we're going to head down here, and the only way across is this bridge. Okay, so it says we've got a tower here. Okay, and it says that we've opened up a new location for us. Okay, and that new location's over here. Alright. You're only going to get that notification there if you have Twosa in your party. Okay. And you're going to get a little cutscene here of Twosa celebrating. She throws something small and hard at you, then disappears behind a rock at the bottom of the cliff. Okay, and we're going to gain some XP, and Sharon gained a dragon scale. Okay, so now we're going to continue heading down here. Actually, let's kind of make our way over here to the east first. Okay, so we do have some dexterity here. It's pretty low. So we're going to add guidance to this. So we do go in here again, be prepared with your speakers or headphones and the volume because of the bug with guidance and being in hide mode or in cautious mode. Okay, so now we can ambush the enemy, and again, be prepared for the sound here. Sorry, I wish there was something I could do about it, but there just isn't. Okay. That would actually be good. Okay, if I can get that started while the Dryad is over there. And I'm going to let them come to us. Jeez, okay, this is really bad. I wasn't expecting it. I played this morning and it didn't do this. This seems to be constant. Let me see if I can work a couple of things out here. See, now it's back again. Okay, well, I know how to temporarily arrange. I know how to temporarily fix it. Okay, so we're gonna hop Sathena up here. And I'm gonna hold an action here, or ready an action here. Okay, they're all gonna dash up here. That's a young sand lion. Oh, I didn't see the other. We got a matriarch out here that we need to be focusing on. That's not good. Okay. I think we're gonna save that. Okay, I think I would prefer... And I didn't. Rolled low. Rolled really low. Great. I didn't want to do that. was hoping to get a kill with my bonus action, so then I could get some damage going on the matriarch over there. Okay. I think I'm just going to try and get some damage here. Okay. And now I need to get some damage on the matriarch here. So let's quicken this.
Evo! Malmis!
What are you doing?
Arcana Evo! Malmis!
And I missed. Okay, and Jebfa needs to do the same thing. We need to get damage out here. Okay, we'll take the miss. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Alright, so I think what I want to do is get down here in range. I'm gonna have to take an attack of opportunity to do it. Okay, missed. Okay, I want to get down here in range so I can deal melee damage. If she's going to cast something like Ray of Sickness, that's a ranged attack and she'll have disadvantage on the attack roll. And I can hopefully start getting sneak attack damage from M here as well. Okay, let's move somewhere where we can get a clean shot.
Courage!
Jeez. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Hey, she missed. Hey, Dave, welcome. Good to see you again, man. Glad you're here. Okay, so we definitely need to, I think I'm going to take the attack of opportunity here. So I can get cure wounds here. And I can get healing word here as well. And now I'll move back. Okay, so okay, that was a crit, so that was nice. Now here, let's cast Shatter
Akada Evo.
out here.
Malmis. Akada Evo. Malmis.
Outstanding. Okay. So now I just got a bunch of venomous spikes incoming. Six. Why is that getting disadvantage? Oh, because of poison. So when you absolutely have to get a hit, magic missile's the way to go. Okay, good, there's a miss. I'll take that. Okay, I'll take that attack of opportunity as well. And I'll take that attack of opportunity as well. Okay, let's get over to the side here, actually. Okay, now she's vexed. I've got advantage on the attack roll. Should have a clean shot here, but let's add steady aim just to up it. Give me advantage. Sneak attack. And I'll end the matriarch. Okay, so venomous spike incoming. So now we're going to try and get up here. Of course. Let's go ahead and get Sathina. No. Yeah, actually I'd prefer to do this. So again, disadvantage on the attack roll for Venomous Spike, but if she decides to try and leave, I get an attack of opportunity. Okay, that's half cover. There's no cover there.
Akada Evo Malmis.
Okay, so I think anywhere Jebpa moves, we're probably gonna have some cover. Yeah. Just move her here for half cover shot. Actually, let's try and... Well, let's not try. Let's just remove her. Okay, and I'm gonna start moving my way around. We'll get up here. And let's ready a crossbow shot. Actually, I can get in here with Sharon.
Marike Evo Malmis.
I do love Holy Conduit. Okay, we can get in here with Sathina too. Nice. Let's see if we can get... Of course. No cover there.
Akada Evo!
Oh, come on. This is really bad.
Malmis!
Gotta roll just a little bit higher. Yeah, disadvantage on that. I'll take that attack of opportunity. Alright. Okay, so we'll go around and get some looting done here. And we will take our long rest. Here's the matriarch. See if she dropped anything for us. Looks like she did. Okay, so let's take a short rest. We'll identify the ring. Should be a ring of fire resistance. We'll identify the amulet, and it's a hand-carved leaf amulet. So let's go take a look at these. So the ring of fire resistance, we know what it does. Damage is halved, rounded down. The hand-carved leaf amulet, gain proficiency in nature and proficiency in animal handling. I think... she would be best at animal handling here. But can she... That's her spell focus. So without her spell focus, that would be a problem. So we'll put that in her inventory for now. Oh boy. Yeah. This is going to be a problem with my mouse. Okay. All right, and let's head out, make sure there's nothing else here on the map. There's not. let's head out and we'll take a long rest once we get out here. Well, once we move a little bit. Okay, so let's move down either one of these or 4. So let's take a long rest. And let's head into this encounter. Okay, so we have a survival check. And we failed the heck out of that. Okay, so we'll move into here, and we do have another one that opened, another permanent one that opened up. There's another bridge right here. Okay, so 2 Ettins stand around an adventurer's corpse. Okay, so we can hide and wait. Let's see here. I'm trying to avoid guidance. With 75% chance. I'm going to live to regret this. Okay, so I passed it. So let's go ahead and ambush. That just avoided the noise. Okay, here they are. He rolled really well. Yeah, he rolled a 20 on initiative. Oh, nice. This tree is magically in the way of everything here. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see if I can get an attack of opportunity here. Okay, he's going down. He's gonna come up this side. Okay. Interesting. Let's get sneak attack. And let's go ahead and move back here. So he's gonna come up down here. I think we just let Sathina ready in action as well. Try and hinder him. Okay, so his movement's cut. Then we'll move back. Okay, so they're both going to come down this way. Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with that because I think then the nearest place they can come up is down here. But let's move back from the edge just to be safe. And if they're going to stay down there, then I'll get ranged attacks. And then I'll move myself down here. Yeah, I'm saying that's what Hindered does. It cut his movement speed down considerably. The problem being that I can't... Can I see him? Target's not sensed, target's not sensed. I can't see him. Okay, so he's slowed. And then we'll again start moving her down here. We'll go psychic damage. So I can get here. Again, let's try and hinder him. Okay. Neither one of those are great.
Marite, Evo, Malmis.
You never
And I
trained
missed two
hard.
of those. Oh, great. Okay, so that slowed him. So I have a shot here. I've got advantage already on this. But let's just confirm. Oh no, I didn't have advantage on that. Sorry, now I do. So now I'll get sneak attack. Okay. Oh, was not a time I needed to roll a crit failure.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Only one damage. Okay, so he's now hindered. Alright. Oh, what's he got? One hit point left? But he could only move one spot. Again, we'll get advantage. And we'll get a kill. So they're going to go all the way around the side over here. So we'll start positioning ourselves for that. Another nat 1.
Neoka Necro!
Okay, out of range. Let's see if this is close enough.
Neoka Necro!
Just barely outside of it.
Akana Evo! Malmis!
See if I can get Chromatic Orb to land. Horrible damage roll for that. Look at those damage rolls on D8. 2, 1, and 2. Okay, so I think I'll just move back here and ready up a ranged attack. Okay, so we slowed. Now let's move up here. Now for M, not entirely sure he's going to have any. Oh, he does have a decent one here. So let's get steady aim up. That will give me advantage so I can get sneak attack. And then I'll move over here. Athena will move out here. Change to her bow. And ready in action.
Akana Evo! Malmis!
Okay,
No
some nice
quarter
damage
given.
there off a cantrip, but it was a crit. No wonder. Alright, so we got some nice damage there. Oh, and he's just not going to move? I mean, I know he's slowed, but come on. Can I even get a shot on him anywhere? I think I just wait and try and do this with him here. No. Yeah, target's not sensed. Target not sensed. Wonder why that is. Okay. So, took out 2 Ettins there. Okay, got a Morning Star. Alright, and... look around, see if there's... wow. Jeez. Yeah, this is... I apologize, everyone. I have no idea. I've never experienced it this bad before with my mouse. So I do apologize. I have no idea what's going wrong here. But yeah, it's making things more difficult. The camera's jumping around a lot. And I apologize. I noticed it, like I said, earlier in the week, but it wasn't this bad. It was like once every couple of minutes it would happen. But now it seems to be just constantly. So, I apologize. I will go down some more rabbit holes and see if I can find out what might be causing it. There probably was, but again... I'm trying to see, because yeah, I can't get into any of these cells. Doesn't look like. So the way to get to this one is past the Siklas Temple. So let's head over here. We'll head west toward the old harbor. Okay, we'll take a long rest before we go in here. And we'll head in. Okay, so we're going to drop a save here. There are a bunch of kind of checks and things like that to do while you're in here. So we're going to make our way down toward the harbor.
Is that an old harbor? Looks a bit run down.
Curious. I thought Kayamar was the only authorized port.
How could they stop anyone this far from their territory?
True. Perhaps we should go take a look.
Okay, so we got a couple of spells here. A Scroll of Shatter, which is great. Okay, and now we've got a couple of different ways we can go. We can get a harvest here. That takes us right back here to the same path. And now we're going to have a perception check. +5, +6.
Marike, Devo!
Viribe!
Look, the gates have been barred from the outside. It's a very rough job. As if they didn't have time.
Peculiar. I'm such an idiot.
Why would you bar the gates from the outside?
Maybe there's another way in. Let's look around.
Okay, well, my notes, that was supposed to be a perception check followed by an investigation check, but not entirely sure why it changed to something else. Okay, so you can't get in that way up there. There is...
Maraike! Devo! Viribe!
There's no choice. Don't grumble.
Glad we found that crawl way in.
My clothes don't thank you.
There
Anyone
was an
else think it's
investigation
very
check there.
Almost too quiet.
This is clearly a former Manicalan settlement, but I don't see why it's so lifeless.
Well, a harbour without commerce is as good as dead.
Yeah, look. A lot of the doors are boarded up and nature's taken hold.
Why do you think everyone left?
Let's keep going, see if we can find some clues.
Okay, so failed that investigation check as well. Now in here, you're going to find a lot of things that you're going to need, that you can do checks with to help you later on with something that we're going to run into. So let's do some looting here. Okay, but while we're here, keep on the lookout. By tapping that left alt button for things to be on the lookout for. Okay, and now we got the Haunted Harbor quest. Okay, so we're going to untrack this and track this. Okay, and the Haunted Harbor here is, you just have to understand what's happened in the harbor. As we go through this, and to get some more ideas here. A magic shellfish. The first time I've ever seen that. And we got a book. The Unseen Horrors. Talk about some things that were that have been happening here and how greed has overcome the harbor.
I heard it was the Copperan plague. Plague? This is like no plague I ever saw.
Okay, so you can hear some voices of maybe the previous occupants here. And we can lockpick this door. And inside here, we have Gall the Wrath Brave Eagle.
No. 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 He said it was here. It must be. He couldn't have taken it. He wouldn't have lied. But he... Keep looking. You mustn't give up. Can't give up. Keep looking. Oh, he couldn't have made a mistake. Could he? Oh, mind. So fuzzy.
Okay, so she's looking for something. Okay, and you can see there's a book here.
Come on then. What does it say?
Just a minute. It's all a bit archaic. If this document is right, there was a Manacalon family, the Brave Eagles. Worse than ours, if you can believe it.
Obviously, if they were Manacalon.
Anyway, it says one of them was, this writing's terrible. A lawmaster. A Madralin Brave Eagle, I think. Nasty and arrogant sort. It says his reckless behavior brought down a terrible curse on the harbor. A necrotic plague. And his wife, Galderath, decided that sealing up the whole harbor town to contain the curse, condemning everyone inside to eternal undeath, was a good move. There's pages and pages of this horrific stuff. Do you really want the whole story?
Okay, so now we kind of know what happened here, and it sounds like it's pretty bad.
Oh, someone needs to be better at hiding things.
Okay, and we've opened up some stuff that we can see down here, but we can't get to it. This is inside water. You can see there's some footprints down here. Now there's going to be a survival check. Here.
Marike, Devo, Viribe!
I believe it's a survival check.
Fascinating. Look, over there. Those marks at the water's edge. I wonder. Look. Footprints. Odd the way they track. It's like they're missing bits of their feet. Shuffling gait, some with shoes, some without. I can't be certain, but I'd guess it's some sort of undead, shuffling into the harbour towards that flooded cave area over there.
You got all that from a bunch of muddy scuffs and squishy scrapes. Incredible.
Especially if it's completely wrong. Wanna bet?
Okay, so there's the flooded cave that she's talking about, but how do we get to it? Okay, and now once you've read that book, you're going to be presented with some other things here that you can examine to help you understand what's better happening in the harbor. And these all require a different set of checks. So I believe that window
Marike, Devo,
is an Arcana check.
Viribe!
Still nothing. Nope. Everyone's gone. Someone's using magic to spook us, I reckon.
Just can't pass a check to save my life.
Whoa! Did you see that?
It's huge.
That's not a dragon, is it?
What is it with you and dragons?
I thought dragons flew.
Whatever it was, it's gone.
It was right down here. It made its way toward the cave. You can see it where it was. And we can get across here. And I'm trying to remember where this triggers up here. Trying to see if there's, remember if there's anything over. I don't think there is. Okay, we have another book in here. Okay, fine, don't climb. Some pathing issues in early access as well. Hopefully not nearly as bad as what was in Baldur's Gate 3.
No. All gone.
Okay, so let's go in here. And we can grab the letter. Okay. And in here, we're going to learn about 2 more people, one of which chose sacrifice. And the other one was left behind. And hoping that they were going to come back to them. Now, what we want to try and do, and I haven't done this here this way. There's something else. So here are the... looking to see what this one is. Okay, so I think this is an investigation check.
Marike, Devo, Viribe.
Same. A couple of skeletons. It's like something from a ghost story.
Ghosts are dangerous, aren't they?
I don't think these ones are. They're too ethereal.
Okay. So now we can keep looking around. Oh, wait a minute. It might be up here. No, not yet. Okay, where is the next one? Because on my personal playthrough, I must have did something different because all of these little areas to investigate all popped up at the same time. This one doesn't appear that's the case. So, because I know that there are 2 more up here, one on this door and one on this well. And then there were these 2, the case here and a window over there, and then this window here. But they haven't opened up. I'm just pulsing Alt here to make sure, because I know what's going to trigger this next part. I'm just trying to get the quest to update before I do. You don't have to. Yeah, I don't think it's going to. That's not investigatable either. Oh, okay, so there it popped up.
Hear that? They're outside. Stop your coughing, or they'll hear us.
Maybe it's proximity based or something, I'm not entirely sure. So this one is an investigation check.
Same. A couple of skeletons. It's like something from a ghost story.
Ghosts are dangerous, aren't they?
I don't think these ones are. They're too ethereal.
Okay, and then, yeah, they must be proximity based. So then this door is a religion check, I think.
Marike, Devo, Viribe.
So, what is it?
No one's there.
Those are not the voices of the living.
Undead?
I don't think so. Just weak, ghostly voices. Nothing dangerous.
Okay, so we're nothing dangerous so far. Here? No.
Heard it was a
There's
curse put
one.
upon us by a secret cabal of dragons.
Dearest, you do say the daftest things.
Explain that huge dark shape in the harbour. Go on.
Okay, so I think this is another
Marike, Devo,
religion
Viribe.
check.
Same. A
That's
couple of
investigation.
skeletons. It's like something from a ghost story.
Ghosts are dangerous, aren't they?
I don't think these ones are. They're too ethereal.
Okay, so let's just walk around. I don't think there's anything over here to investigate. Jeez. I thought there was one here. I guess not. Okay, so nothing up here. Alright, and I think that's it. The quest hasn't updated. But we can go trigger the next part of this. It's hard to overstate how bad this mouse problem is. You guys are only seeing the jerky movement. Okay, so I'm gonna split everybody up here. And see if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. But let's see. And I'm gonna drop a save here. Okay, so see, I've got some skeletons that have now popped up.
Quick, wake up, everyone. Undead. They're everywhere.
I'm trying to get the ambush started here. Nope. Don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. Everybody rolled horribly on that. Horribly. 6, 8, 7. Jeez. Come on, everybody. Ah, okay. Alright, well, I think I'll just... one temporary hit point. Jeez. Okay, let's get here. And ready up an action there. Okay, because the one you have to worry about is there's a skeleton caster here. And the crossbones are also somebody to worry about. Target not sensed. Only 10%. I think I'm just going to hold this shot. Okay, and the skeletons can release these specters from all of those locations that we visited. So I've got advantage on this. Let's see if we can get a kill here. Okay, good. Oh, for Athena, we'll get out here.
That wasn't smart.
We don't need a divine smite on the skeleton. I wish we had a better sight line. Now, specters are not corporeal, so they can move through walls. They can move through a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to spend that on my readied action there.
Narike, Abio, Viribe.
Okay, 5 additional hit points is better. And they can... The specters can come in from this way. None of the skeletons can, though. So I'm going to maneuver myself out here a little bit. And get set up.
Arcana, Evo,
For a crossfire.
Malmit.
Okay, I think the skeleton caster is going to be dashing on its next turn. It's way back here. Yeah, I think it's going to dash on its next turn, which is good. So let's get advantage here. Now, he's going to be resistant to piercing damage. He's not, for some reason. Skeletons normally are. They're vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. But I'll take the full damage there. Figured that was going to happen. He did get a hit there. Good. All right, now Sharon is going to play a rather large part in this if I start to get overwhelmed. But she also has some other things here. Now, they're probably going to be immune to necrotic damage, but she does have turn undead here. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't tell me anything about their resistances or anything, so I would assume that they're immune to necrotic damage. Whatever is dead can't die again. But let's get out here.
Narike, Encho, Viribe.
Cast Bless. And we'll kind of step back around the corner.
Arcana
We want
Evo.
psychic damage. Specters are resistant to a bunch of different damage types, but I don't think they're resistant to psychic damage. I just rolled low with a 2. Okay, so let's see if we can... 52%, that's not great. I think I'm gonna hold off on that. I think I'm gonna go here. Instead. He's probably gonna get a shot off. Now, please dash around that corner. Nope, you didn't. Okay, so let's see if we can get a kill here. All right. Trying to think how I want to play this. I think I'm going to hold him back. Let's not. We got other skeleton knights out here. I think I made a mistake here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so both of them are frightened, which means I'm not going to get attacks of opportunity from them. Or they're not going to get attacks of opportunity. I can't get out there. Oh, I did make a mistake on this. Okay.
Arcana Evo. Malmis.
Oh, jeez. Rolled a 5, used my heroic inspiration, rolled a 2. Nice. Okay, we'll get steady aim. We still should get sneak attack on this now. Look at those low rolls. Now if I move here, still short. They're just gonna run. So they're vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. Yeah, let's move out here, because I want that caster gone.
Arcana Evo!
2 hit points. Taking a chance there.
Malmis!
Okay, so I did get the kill over there. Let's get down here. Get rid of our ranged attackers. We don't need to Divine Smite. Okay, and now here. Should get sneak attack on this.
Die!
Okay. Okay, so encumbered here. Overall, that didn't go so bad. Okay, so let's head down here and loot these two. We'll pick up this gatherable.
And you've survived lots of plagues, have you? Well, how do you explain the coffin and the dark spots?
Okay, so here's a window, and again, I'm not entirely sure which one this is.
Same.
It's
A
investigation
couple of
check.
skeletons. Someone invisible is stalking us, trying to scare us away.
Okay, and now you can see that the tide's gone out. And now I have access to these areas down here. Okay, and okay, so we got a beautiful scimitar here, and I believe we want a
Marike, Devo, Viribe.
okay, so there's a wall over here.
Oh, that's all you do, you lazy good-for-nothing. Drink, drink, drink. While out there, the darkness takes our friends.
Don't see you saving the world anytime soon.
So, what is it?
No one's there.
Someone's playing games with us. Someone's stealthy.
Okay, and we must have passed the perception check on the buried chest here. Because this has a pouch full of strange mushrooms. That's going to update the strange mushrooms quest here from the public board in Karamar. Okay, so now this one is done. So this one is something else that we're going to trigger once we get back outside onto the map again. Okay, but before we do anything, we want to go, before we head down this way over here, let's go back to that campfire and take a long rest. Oh, okay, it's not gonna let me. Trying to remember. Okay, yeah, no, I know why it's not. Okay, we got some magnificent boots here. And as you move out here, you're going to see these little areas here. You want to steer clear of them. They have geysers.
What on Solasta is that?
Looks like a rib cage. A huge one.
What kind of creature gets that big?
More importantly, what kills something that big?
Maybe it just got stuck in the bay?
That takes first prize for stupidest death of a legendary monster.
Okay. And we're going to go into cautious mode here. And I'm going to drop another save. Okay, because up here you can see we have more skeletons. There's a skeleton caster. And I would really like to get rid of him.
Gods, what is that unholy smell?
Oh, I think I'm gonna hurl.
I was gonna say something just died, but...
What do you think they're doing here? Worshipping something. Look, there in the center. I have a bad feeling about this. Those tracks, the ripped up remains. Looks like a huge creature's feeding chamber. Recently used by the look of it. Well, there's only one way to find out what's going on.
Ugh, I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Okay. So I was hoping to get that started before I walked in there. Because here comes the skeleton. Oh, and he missed. Okay. Because we have Dredger out here. Dredger's a boss. He's huge. He's a monstrosity. And he hits really, really hard. The fact that we have a skeleton caster out here and we have a bunch of crossbones just adds more fun to this whole encounter. I think I can kill the skeleton caster with M here coming up next. But since we can't get any attacks on anybody else, let's get some damage done. Let's move up here. Okay, so let's get advantage on this. I didn't need him putting any of my people to sleep. Now, Dredger's got a bit of movement, but not a whole lot. Oh, and he's standing right on top of that geyser, too, which is really good. Let's... drop a shatter here. Okay, he's saved, which isn't great. Okay, good, but we did get a kill. Because, yeah, the crossbones are not fun at all in here. With their heavy crossbows, they will tend to stay at the back and try and eat you alive with ranged attacks, so I'm going to try and keep everybody I have behind cover here, behind this cover as much as I can.
Marike, Abio, Viribe.
Because they can shoot from all the way back there. Okay, so I can get a shot here. I think I'd prefer to wait for him to come to me, though. Okay, so I did get some damage there. Let's see. We can hit from all the way back there. Now I need to get her into cover, so she's not a target anymore. I don't think I can get her into cover anywhere. But we'll see. Okay, we're going to drop all of our higher level spells on him as much as we can. Here's the environment. You can see he took force damage. Sitting there on top of it. So again, I would like to let him come to me. And since that's not a great shot, let's see if we can get some damage here. I think we do get rid of this. Okay. Move back here, and we'll wait and see what Dredger does. Okay. That's fine with me. I have no problem with that.
Arcana Evo Malmis! Arcana Evo Malmis!
Okay, Sharon I'm not worried about. I'm just going to keep her tucked in close. Try and draw the skeleton crossbones in here a little bit. Fifty-50
Try
shot.
again.
Okay, so maybe now I can get a kill here. Nice. Okay. Well done. Okay, Sathina, we'll just move her out, try and get a bow shot. Missed. We'll move back. M. Let's ready this up. This is a bonus action. I don't know if this works with a reaction or not. We'll see. Okay, here we go. So we brought in reinforcements. Okay, so we've got some crabs out here that he brought in as help. So let's... Jeez, I can't get anything. Okay, fine.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
And I missed. Oh, and he rolled a crit. Okay, good. That did work. So, M had steady aim active at the end of his last turn. He readied up his action to shoot with a crossbow. And... oh no, he just rolled with... yeah, okay, yeah. He got serrated edge on it as well. So he just rolled really well. Yeah, he rolled an 8 on damage. So it looks like steady aim didn't matter. It only goes until the end of your turn. I was hoping it would give him advantage on his reaction and that would get him sneak attack, but it doesn't. It looks like it just ends. So we're going to let everybody come to us again. Okay, so... oh... he rolled a crit. She rolled a crit. And rolled a 1 on her second damage roll to leave him with 1 hit point. Great. Now these are going to take a couple of turns to get to me. This guy should be dead. Okay, good. He rolled a miss. Okay, so let's get Sathina in here. Okay. See if we can use my bonus action here. And now let's see if we can get sneak attack here. That's probably an aberration in the rules. Again, with this whole free weapon changing stuff, I probably shouldn't have been able to do that. Now Dredger's going to come back. Okay, now we need to start dropping damage on Dredger as much as we can.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Oh, great. Is that 76%? We missed. Okay, I don't know why I can't use it. This could be a problem. Okay, well he missed. That was good. So what do we have? 34 hit points here. Come on, 65% chance. Oh, just can't hit with either one of them. Come on. What's his armor class? 14? And I rolled 13 on both of those chromatic orbs. Okay, well Dredger is sitting on top of that geyser. That's why I moved over there, to hopefully keep him locked in place. So the clacker here is hunkered down. So he's dodging. That's why I've got disadvantage on this. Of course I'm gonna miss. Alright, now I cannot afford to miss this. I need to get an unobstructed shot on Dredger. So no cover there. And I've got a 65% chance here. Okay, so that was big damage that I needed. But let's see if he knocks my Paladin unconscious here.
Stay with us.
Okay, so you see he's got, and if you looked at that log, I don't know if you saw it, but he has a +8 to his to hit. So he rolled a 27. I mean, he rolled a 19, but you have almost no chance of avoiding attacks here, because even with an 18 armor class, he's gonna have a 50-50 shot right off the bat to do damage. And then when he does, he rolls 2d8s, and then he has +5 to the damage modifier. So I got really lucky there in that he only rolled a 1 on his second d8. If he'd have rolled a 6 or so, my paladin would be unconscious right now.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Marite Avio Pure!
Oh, that was a big healing word. Rolled 9 there. And I think...
Marite Evo Malmis!
Seems to be the story of my day. Seems to be the story of my day. Okay, now I need to get back here to be able to help with the clackers. They each get 2 attacks per round.
Flypay!
Okay. Good, roll the 1. Comes a poison attack. Missed. Or an acid attack, I should say. I know, and he stopped in the wrong spot there. Next turn, he's going to take force damage. Okay, so let's see if we can remove this one here. Well, let's just focus on this one first. Forgot he had temporary hit points. Let's move here. Get it. Of course he's gonna miss. A 1, that's good. And a 3. Okay.
Arcana
Do
Evo
multiple damage here.
Malmis!
Oh, of course he saved. Rolled a 22 and a 20. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Thank you.
Marite Avio Pure!
10. That was another big healing word. Prefer not to spend that on his 2 hit points. But I'm going to take attack of opportunity here if I do this. He's going to go next. And of course I'm going to miss. Because why would I hit? 2 turns, cause damage on both. Oh, he's going to hunker down. Great. Jeez, 9 hit points. Okay, geez, their saving throws are they're just rolling really well on their saves. Okay, so he's going to go after Rudi again. At least he missed. Okay. He's hunkered down. Ooh, that was a big hit. Nice crit. Okay. Let's gain advantage on this. See if we can get a kill here. Oh, jeez, come on. Oh, come on. You're killing me, Smalls.
Arcana Evo!
Which one is which? Okay, this is the one with 7.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Neither one of those are going to be great chances to hit.
Marike Abio Cure! Marike Evo Malmis!
Oh, I did hit. For 1 radiant damage. Yep. Okay, at least he missed on both. And only caused 3 damage that time. Okay, there's one. Now, are you going to give me a hit here or not? I mean, I can cancel out his disadvantage. Well, now I can't because I moved like an idiot. Well, let's just get rid of him. That was a mistake on my part.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Only one. Okay. All right. Finally. That's good. Go after the higher armor class. Alright. Half cover, half cover, half cover. Half cover everywhere. Of course. M, you're killing me here. You're killing me, M.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Arike, Abio, Viribe!
Alright. Okay, so yeah, a not great fight. On our part. It's the Lae'zel dice. Yeah, it certainly treated us pretty bad that time. And here we're going to pick up an octopus-shaped staff. Okay, and we're going to hold on to that.
Look at all those runes. Look at the inlays, the craftsmanship. This looks too good to be a normal staff. It must be magical. If that was in the crab's belly, I'm not touching it. We should identify it. It could be worth something.
Well, it's a good-looking staff anyways.
Okay, and we still can't take a rest. I'm gonna separate my characters out here so I'm not wandering randomly through the geysers, because your party members will do that. Okay, and definitely need to drop one of those off with somebody else. Okay, now we'll group everybody up. And we'll kind of slowly head out here. Wait for a geyser to go off. And then move past it. Make sure nobody's standing on one when you get past it.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so 29 gold and a big diamond. Okay, and I think... that's it. Yeah, can't go out that way. Alright. So let's kind of make our way around these geysers again. Wait for it to go off. Get out of the geyser. Get out of the geyser. Thank you. Okay, and if we look at our quests, we've now completed the Haunted Harbor. Okay. Once you have that fight down there, you've completed it. So I don't think there's any more interactions here.
I must have it!
Now, I've never I don't think I've ever passed that investigation check when you pick up the staff. Because I don't think I can identify it, because nobody has the identify. Spell. Yeah, I don't think anybody has it, so... And I don't have any scrolls. So what I don't know is if once it's identified, if you can give it, if there's another interaction here with her, because she wants something. I don't entirely know what it is, and I can't take a short rest inside of here. And I can't take a long rest inside of here either.
There's no doubt. It's the pestilence.
Okay, so there's this door.
Still nothing?
Nope. Everyone's gone.
That doesn't sound like anything living.
Spirits of the dead.
I'd say so, but nothing dangerous.
This, there's an exam in here. You can examine it, but there's nothing here.
Yaldabaoth says she might have the answer. That her husband was looking for something.
Do you think she will?
If we stay here, she said we would be the first to know.
Still nothing.
This is that...
Nope. Everyone's gone.
Someone's using magic to spook us, I reckon.
That drain that drains everything out. So, again, I don't think there's any other interactions that I can... There might actually... Wow, she's got hit points now?
Get it! Get it!
That was strange. Did you see she had hit points for a second there? Interesting. So, I don't know, again, if the staff, you can interact with her or not. Let's head out here. And head out back to the world map. And, of course, my mouse doesn't want to work. Because you can fast travel. So let's get out here. And let's move. I want to take a long rest. And we'll identify some items. Scimitar +1. The Tide Walkers. And the staff is the Staff of the Deep. Okay. So, let's head back in here. We'll take a look at our inventory real quick, and then we'll head down there. So, the Staff of the Deep gives you resistance to cold damage. There's nothing else about it. This magical staff was used by Galdrath Brave Eagle to channel enormous magic and seal off the harbor. So I'm going to go try and give this, see if now that I've identified it, if I can give it to her or not. I say I'm not entirely sure if I can or I can't. I've never passed that investigation check when you pick it up. And then here we have the Tidewalkers. So ignores difficult terrain. Definitely a good thing to have. And then the Scimitar +1. So that is definitely going to go here. That is a light and a finesse weapon with 1d6. That's going to be the same as what's on a short sword here. Short swords are also light and finesse, so I can swap out my dagger, and now I'm 1d6 on both, just with a +1 to hit on my main hand. So let's see, and of course I'm not going to be able to move the map because why would I? Can I take a short rest? No, I still can't.
Crawling through dirt. Nothing new here.
I just want to go try this. See if there's a way to give this staff back to her now that we've identified it. Is she carrying it? Yes.
Give it now!
Okay. Okay. I do not know what this is. I did not do this in my personal playthrough. This is interesting. Okay, so specters, you can see, are resistant or immune to a bunch of different damage types. Force damage is not on there. Psychic damage is not on there. So if you're going to be casting spells, definitely do it of those varieties. Because, like I say, they are resistant to all the elemental types and piercing, bludgeoning, slashing, all of that sort of stuff. So we're going to use a magic missile. Can I get somewhere where I can see him? Yes. Oh, it said I could see him. Okay. Okay, well, let's get Rudi out of the way.
Arcana Evo Malmus!
Of course not. Of course not. But again, not entirely sure.
I must have it! Give it! Give it!
Don't know as if I have any way to... give it. I'm gonna go look at something real quick. Because I didn't do this either, so pardon me. While I look at this, it doesn't say that there's anything specific about it. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't see anything. I'm also looking at the... Yeah, I don't see anything about being able to give it back to her. Yeah, I don't see anything about needing to give it back to her. So, like I say, if somebody does find out a way to go about this and there's something else here that I'm missing, please do let me know. But yeah, I don't find anything right now. It was weird I got another combat there. I've never seen that before. But the harbor does stay there, so I can always come back to it later. So now I think we're going to start making our way over here towards this one. Take a long rest. Okay, there are some others that I can do here. So 2. Let's deal with this one here, and we'll drop a save just in case. We haven't saved in a while. Okay, you see a trail of blood strewn with pieces of torn clothing. Small lights seem to float, so it looks like we're going to have some dryads, possibly. Okay, so I did get Box Ring to proc. This is when you get the temporary ones to pop up, you do want to explore some of them. Because sometimes the board quests that you popped up, this was the like Lost Adventurer quest or something like that. Apprentice Adventurer, sometimes those things will be in the temporary pop-up adventures, or encounters, not the permanent ones. So you do want to take advantage of the temporary ones when they pop up as well. Okay, we do have a permanent one here that is popped up, so let's take a long rest. And then we'll head back to this one. Okay, and this is from Box Ring. There was a letter, an adventurer's letter that we picked up. Okay, now I'm going to leave everybody up here. And let's go looking around a little bit. Okay, this one is the campfire. This campfire is a little bit inaccessible. Like it's inside the rock to me. And this map looks a little wonky. Something's wrong with this map, I think. Because these normally designate drop-downs. Yeah, see? There's supposed to be empty terrain down here, but there's not. Yeah. See, the map's a little bit odd. I think this map is somehow glitched. Let's go back to everybody.
What's this?
Yeah, I can see there are footprints, but again, I think this map is glitched. Because, yeah, there's supposed to be a rest here, but I'm not going to be able to get to that. I've never seen this happen either. Yeah, see, I'm supposed to be able to get out here and around, and I'm not. Something weird has happened. Let's try and reload the quick save right when it came in and see if it reloads things. If it doesn't, yeah, it's still weird here. I did drop a save before I went into this. I don't know. Maybe there's something that was glitched there. Maybe there's just something else that's... Maybe it's just an incorrect map and I'm not able to do anything with it. Because this is the box ring encounter here. Okay. Okay, and then here this permanent one popped up. And let's see if it's any better now. It might not be. Doesn't look like it is. Yeah, I think this one's just glitched. Okay, so once we're out here, we'll continue on north, I think, to the other permanent one. Yeah, up here. It's gonna keep giving me these things here. Oh, okay, so it drops you into a different one. Okay, so here's Vax. So, okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get my way or make my way around there. So let's head up here. It would be nice if I would be able to climb this. But I don't think it's going to let me. This mouse is driving me absolutely batty. Oh yeah, see, this one's changed. There's now a rock here. Normally that rock's not there. So yeah, things have altered about this one a little bit too. So let's move up here. See if we can get a shot on... So the dangerous ones here are the cultist fanatic and the mender is their cleric. But can I get shots? Okay, so I can here. Okay, roll. Okay, so they rolled badly on initiative, which is good. And now he's not sensed. You have no idea what I'm fighting with my mouse and my keyboard here. You have, this is now it's gotten 1000% worse. Oh, that's Sharon that's going, that's why. Yeah, this is almost unplayable. Good thing we've only got 30 minutes here left, because yeah, this is almost unplayable. Okay, so we're ready up those actions. Now let's see what M can do here. So let's go after the mender here. Oh, did I get a kill? Oh, that's outstanding. That's just great. He's got 2 shots. Or I guess 3 shots per round. The scout also has multiple attacks per round, but he was dashing. Now the cult fanatic is a magic user, so I want to see now that they're getting kind of bunched up. Go ahead and go up that too. I can't make it. I want to see if I can get some shatters
Alright
out
then,
here. Yeah, that's
Evo!
perfect.
Malvis!
Okay, so there was 1 kill, I believe. 2 kills. Nice. I can get all the way up there. That's going to put him in a hard spot for support. But this will keep him from having 3 shots with his bow. Now they're all going to have disadvantage if he sits there. And if he runs away, then I'm going to get an attack of opportunity.
Arcana, Evo!
Can I get them both? Nope. Nope, too far apart. So let's move. We will upcast magic missile here.
Arcana, Evo!
I can't get a kill there either.
Malmis! Arcana, Evo!
50, 70%, of course. Can I hit him? Okay, I can. That's a 60% chance. Let's give myself advantage here. Get sneak attack damage. Oh, jeez. Okay, rolled a 7. Rolled a 6. Only rolled a 2. But still rolled a 6 on the other one. Miss. 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 Nice. Run away. And die. Thank you. Let's see if I've got advantage there. I don't know why he wasn't able to use shield on the first attack. That was a little strange. 50%. Okay. Good, we finally got a chromatic orb to land. Okay, let's get up here and go after the fanatic. Of course.
You suck!
Yes, I do.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
And only one. Alright, can I get a shot with no cover on him? Right here. Give me sneak attack. Perfect. And now Sathina can move up here. We'll definitely take that. Scout's got 2 attacks. Okay, so there it's on the first attack.
Clype!
Clype!
Don't know where you think you're going.
Marike Evo Malmis!
Left them both with 1 hit point. All right. So now let's go loot, and we should be getting some magical items here and some other things. So let's pick these up. We'll take a short rest here. We'll identify the short bow, just a short bow +1. We'll identify the beautiful leather, and it's again leather +1. Okay, and that's the Adventurers Guild ring that we're going to go turn in, but it does give you advantage or proficiency on perception and insight if you wanted to keep it. This is a spell focus, so I don't have to keep the orb as a spell focus anymore. Now this is attunable. You see that's what the item or the icon here means, but I don't think attunement is working in the game. Could be wrong, but I don't think it is. So leather armor +1 is the same as studded leather armor. And then the short bow here is +1 compared to straight 1d8. But the extra +1 to hit makes up for the extra 2 that I have, and the +1 extra on damage also makes up for the additional 2 on the d8. So I'm going to swap that back out. I'll redo his weapon masteries, because short bows are Vex. Yep, you can see there. So that'll get me more advantage on my bow attacks and for sneak attack. And then yeah, the hand carved leaf amulet. That's the problem, is that that's her spell focus. I don't have another divine spell focus. I might be able to buy a cape as a spell focus. Okay, so let's head down here. Okay, nothing. There's one more here. Oh, there's a few more here. Okay, and that's everything. And the folded note here is, this is the, you don't have to read this when you pick it up because you get it from an encounter where you're not able to go in. But it says, please make sure to meet Vax and follow the road to meet our new friends. So it kind of, that's what these things that are popping up are from. Or these permanent encounters that are popping up are from that note. Okay, and this is the new one that popped up, but we're going to continue heading up north up here. Let's go ahead and take a long rest before we head in here. I need to redo M's weapon mastery to... What was that? I hope that was a problem with my mouse. Yeah, it was. So I want to put the short bow on. And I need to do this again. Because he's using the scimitar now. And that... Jeez. Yeah, see? That left click... I didn't press the mouse there. I didn't press the mouse button there. But I just happened to be on top of the right one. So... let's move in here to this one. Okay, so there's a small altar here. Get this up to 96%. Okay, so everybody got 25 XP, and we're going to be able to pick up some food. Got some mixed fruit. Okay, don't want to forced march. We're not going to go in there yet. Okay, so there are a caravan in here, and these are the guarded chests. So the guards are heavily armed in the caravan and loaded chests they are guarding look rich. So I haven't played this. This is a permanent one. Let me see if I can leave out of here. No, that was not a permanent one. Okay, so let me go pick these things up here again real quick, and then we'll go get out of this. Because I wanted to play that out a different way, and I didn't realize that was the encounter that it was in. Yeah, we'll Identify these. Identify these. Oops. Both of these will go here. Short bow, a leather armor. Put the leather armor on somebody else. We will read. Oh, that's the bandit's note. That's the letter of devotion. There it is. Yep. Put that here. Okay. I want to play that one a little different. I want to see if I can approach it, so I'm going to save here. Because I attacked him right off the bat in my personal playthrough, but now I see there's one where I can approach without revealing myself. And I want to see if there's a different way to play this out. Because I just ambushed him and attacked him. Over here. Let's go see if we can do this a different way. Let's see if we can get closer without identifying my... Or let's just observe first. A well-known jewelry merchant, so that's all it is we just find out a little bit more about him. And again, watch out for your headphones. That was a mistake. Let me try and get rid of that concentration in a second. But first, let's drop a shatter. Can't get all three of them. If I wasn't on this, I might be able to get it to work. So here, I'm going to remove this concentration. in one way or another. Yeah, so let's do it. Yes, I want to get rid of this. I'm just getting rid of that sound. That's the only reason I was doing that, was to get rid of the sound. Okay, so let's see if I can get a kill on this scout. Perfect. Okay, now I think these are probably going to run back this way. My guess. But these might run up here. Well, let's get Athena down this way. Okay, so the boss is going to come up here towards Athena. Everybody's going to come up here. So now let's get Jeb in here. Okay. They both failed. That dropped some good damage on them. Crit.
You can take it.
Jeez. Jeez. Okay. So, y'all are kind of bunched up here.
Arcana Evo!
Oh, I can't get all four without getting Athena.
Malmis!
What about Sharon? Can you do it again? Perfect. And why don't you have any healing words left? Alright, so where can M get on the boss? So here, there's no cover. So 88% chance. Of course.
No!
Why would M hit with an 88% chance? Okay, so I was wrong about which way they were going to go, so I need to get my Paladin up here to be able to absorb some of this damage as well. Let's move here. Okay, nice damage from Divine Smite. And that lets her benefit from shielding. And he missed both. Now... I rolled a 1-8. If I'd have rolled a second 8 with that high of damage, I was hoping I'd rolled 2 8s, and then it would have, the orb would have jumped to a second target. Okay, both missed. Alright, so when you absolutely have to get a kill, magic missile's the way to go.
Marike, Evo! Malmis!
Okay, now... Can't sense him there. Emma's got problems today. Serious problems. Well, thank goodness somebody can make a hit. That should be a kill. Okay. So a whole bunch of stuff I'm probably not going to be able to carry.
I'm so tired.
So how far? Yeah, we're quite a ways over encumbered here. So the chainmail I'm probably not going to be able to carry. Yeah, now she's over encumbered. And I don't know if there's going to be a difference between destroy and... Well, I mean, I know what there is right now, but I don't know if you're going to get an extra bonus for destroying something as opposed to dropping it. I don't know if there's maybe a recycle function or something like that, where maybe you can get some stuff back. So she's just barely over. Okay. Because down here, I want to check this guy right here. He was using a longbow, but it was a poisoned longbow in the log.
I'm so tired.
Scout, hunter. Yeah, see? And a poison longbow. Never seen that before, but it just looks like it's a longbow. Maybe he poisoned it himself. So... Okay, and then here we have a lockpick. So always do a quick save before you lockpick anything. And here we have beautiful chain shirt and a beautiful longbow. So let's take a short rest. This will be the last thing that we do today. That's a chain shirt +1. And a longbow +1. So now, with this, is on... So the chain shirt... And the longbow. So yeah, these both, the only difference is I'm not going to be having disadvantage on stealth checks with that, but my armor class stays the same, right, at 17. Yep. And he gets a longbow +1 to replace his regular longbow. Bunch of regular stuff I can destroy here. Almost there. One more shield should do it. Okay. And I think that's it. So we'll go over here and we'll take our long rest, and then we will end things for today. Okay, and again, attune items are here. Rudi's has that staff, but see, if you click on it, it doesn't do anything. So I don't think attunement has been enacted in the game yet. Okay, and that gets us a great spot to drop a save. And we will come back next week. Now, next week, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's going to be our last week. The Siklas Temple is actually pretty long, so I think we'll start it next week, but we probably won't finish it next week. So I'm going to kind of see how that plays out. What I may do is take this save and play 3 hours offline and kind of see how to break it up best. But maybe it will be the conclusion of it next week or not. I'm not entirely sure. Pay attention to the post tab if I'm going to extend this, and we'll kind of go from there and see how it goes. But as always, thank you all for being here. And yes, Rudi, thank you very much for being here. Especially my channel members, thank you very much for being here. Everybody else, thank you very much for your support. As I always say, without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Jorval saying until next time, fare thee well.